Hey, YouTube fitness people. I am going to do a chest routine that will punish the upper chest, the mid chest, and the lower chest. So we'll do a pec deck fly, we'll do a cable mid chest fly, incline dumbbell press, dips, and an incline push-up. All right, let's get after it. Thanks, guys. All right, first movement, pec deck flies. You want to get a nice stretch at the bottom here. Squeeze that contraction. Nice stretch. You can lean forward. Retract those scapulas. Get everything opened up. This is a good starting movement to get that blood flow in the muscle tissue. Get it nice and warmed up. Open up that stretch position. Good open movement to get to the stretch. Nice and open. Flies are a lot safer than heavy pressing. Recruits more muscle fiber. Get a lot more bang for your buck. Slow on that eccentric. I like to use that 1, 2, 3 count. Not 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago. Squeeze that contraction. Milk that stretch. That stretch-mediated hypertrophy. Slow, controlled eccentric. Get more blood flow to the tissue. More blood flow to the fascia. Now you can aim for 10 to 12 reps, but the most important part is go to failure. Always bang out those partial reps. I'm not using heavy weights here, heavy load. I'm using a lighter load so I can concentrate more on time under tension, the stretch, the contraction, really grinding that muscle down. In partials, you can go a little quicker. Get that stretch though. Squeeze that contraction. Get that stretch. When you come back, you can go forward just a bit and come back. And keep your body forward, you can get that bigger stretch. When you're doing chest, make sure everything's opened up, your shoulders are back, scapulas are retracted, and squeeze, stretch. Now we're doing time under tension. So the goal here is muscle hypertrophy. Focus on the peak contraction. I repeat myself again, get a good stretch. You drive more blood flow into that fascia. Get more hypertrophy in that stretch position. Bang out your partials. Pec deck is a really good starting movement to your chest routine. Get your chest muscles full of blood. Gets it ready, gets it stretched out. By the end of the exercise, you are good to go. All right, guys, exercise number 2. The cable mid chest fly. You want to put the handles at the top. Lean forward in a staggered stance. We want to get focus on that stretch. Come out mid chest. When you come back on that eccentric, you want to get a nice stretch. Focus on that stretch. Keep your elbows a lot right in line with the cables. Push out. See how I'm leaning over it? Chest is open, my back is arched. Just maintain this form. Squeeze, shoulders back, retract those scapulas, squeeze in the middle. Hold that contraction. Just don't drop your elbows. Keep them up. Keep a good upright posture. Don't roll your shoulders over. Squeeze. I'm going to hit this to about 12 to 15. Really opening up the chest every rep. Squeeze. Focus on that stretch. Squeeze. Really drive a good amount of stretch into that chest. Keep your elbows up. You can rock back a little bit. Get even more at the stretch at the top of the rep. Squeeze. This really recruits a lot of muscle fiber. Squeeze, pause. Really emphasize the squeeze contraction. And really at the top, at the bottom of the stretch, squeeze. Let that stretch position. Chest open, stretch. Remember to keep shoulders down, scapula back. Stretch, push through, squeeze. Squeeze. And when you make sure you get to failure, you get at those partials. You can go a little quicker on the partial reps. Partial reps are gonna always recruit more muscle fiber. All right, we're gonna go right into a cable iso fly. We're gonna use a pronated grip on this. Again, get that nice stretch at the bottom. You can lean out to get more of a stretch. Squeeze that contraction. We want to drive as much stretch as possible. A little bit of elbow bend at the back. When we're sitting on a bench, we don't have to worry about bracing ourselves. We take the core out of it, and we're just focused in on the pecs. Keep your shoulders down and back. Squeeze, straight arms in the middle. Squeeze. Squeeze in the middle. You want to control that eccentric. You want to stretch out that pec minor. Control that negative. Keep your hands pointed to the ceiling. The stretch is really important to drive muscle hypertrophy. I get that stretch. Control that eccentric load. Slight elbow bend. You get up to your front. Get your arms straight and squeeze that contraction. Keep your hands up, palms up. Stretch out that pec minor. Keep your shoulders down and back. Scapula is retracted. And when you get to failure, you always want to bang out those partials. So on the partials, failure reps, you can go a little quicker. All right, guys. Exercise number 3, incline dumbbell press. You want the bench about 30 degrees. All right. You want to keep the pinkies up. Slow eccentric load. You want to kiss those dumbbells to the shoulder or down, biceps. Just consciously push to the chest. I'm not exploding. Slowly controlled movements. Stretch. Open chest. Keep your elbows not wide out to the side, but a little angled out, like 20, 30 degrees. Feel that chest. Push. Control. You know, hang out those partials. With those, weight is not king here. You want to use lighter weight so you can get that time under tension. A better stretch at the bottom and the contraction on the top. When you're doing heavier weights, you can't do that. You're missing out on time under tension, muscle development, muscle contraction, you name it. Get that nice stretch. Kiss the dumbbells on your shoulder. Up. Maximize that stretch. Weight is not king here, guys. You want to do enough weight so you can get that time under tension. Like I always say, drive up and through. Stretch. Drive up and through. Keep those pinkies upwards. Control, control, control. Push up. Control, control, control. Drive through. Keep your pinkies up. Stretch. Drive. Squeeze. Keep your elbows out to the side, about 30 degrees. You don't want them straight out. Big open chest. Drive through. I used to do about 2 or 3 working sets. I don't go too heavy on these. My muscles are taxed already. Those failure reps are always important. Recruits more fiber, tissue, more muscle gains. All right, guys, exercise number 4. We're gonna do some dips. Dips are a good way to drive torque into those lower chest muscles. You can do dips for chest or tricep. For chest, though, we're gonna lean a little more forward, 30 to 40 degrees or so. And for triceps, you would keep your body straight up and down. So we want to keep our knees bent, our feet behind us, lean forward, go down, get that stretch position, and up. You can go down a little further each time. Keep your shoulders back. Pause, hold that stretch. Keep your upper back from rounding. Push those elbows in. Don't flare your elbows out. Slow and controlled. If you're doing these incorrectly, you can do a number on your shoulders. Get down, focus on that stretch. Up. Keep forward. Keep your chest forward. If you get your chest out in front, you're doing it correctly. And lean forward. You want to come up in the same position. You don't want to do this. Keep leaning forward. Maintain that position. Get that stretch. Keep your shoulders down. It's almost like you're doing a push-up. When you're coming down, keep your elbows in, squeeze in with your biceps. Keep everything in. Don't flare out. Stretch. Keep everything in. Stretch. So right after dips, I like to do an incline push-up to even put more stress on those lower pecs. This is my last exercise I'm going to focus on today. All right, let's get to it. Take a grip, shoulder width apart. I keep my core engaged. I'm going to come down to about right on the xiphoid process here. Focus on that stretch. Up. Squeeze at the top. Squeeze. Down. Slow eccentric. Squeeze. Keep that core engaged. Squeeze those abs. Squeeze your pec at the top. Squeeze that chest on top there. Get down. Oh. Slow on that eccentric. This really puts more stress on this lower chest, especially after those dips. Oh, oh, we got those partials. Oh, oh, oh. Well, guys, that is one of my chest routines. I am really taxed. Oh, I gave everything I had. All right, guys, I made it through that chest routine. I am taxed. We did those Pec Dec flies. We did cable mid chest fly, incline dumbbell press, dips, and a finishing off incline push-ups to really drive hypertrophy into those lower chest muscles. This isn't the only routine I do. I mix it up. Like I said, I'll change things up and exercise here or two, but I'll try to stick with the same routine style about 3 months and then mixed up a little bit. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Ben. Ben is the owner of Better Bodies Compete Fitness. He's allowing me to do my videos here. I'm real grateful. Thank you, Ben. If you ever see one of my videos, I appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to Eric Janicki Fitness, and a shout out to Mike at Renaissance Periodization. Check those channels out. They really go in depth about all the routines, all the exercises you can do. I based mine off those guys. Like I said, I had to put less stress on my heart. I can't do heavy chest presses anymore, just any heavy lifting. I was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, heart failure a few years ago, and I just really had to adapt a new lifting style. And when I saw Eric Janicki's YouTube page, I said, I can do this. I can do what he's doing, less taxing, less CNS taxing, and it's worked. Before, when I was doing heavy lifting, I would get really worn out, really tired, really fatigued. I would have to take days and days just to recuperate from lifting. And now I'm adapting this new workout routine, this new style. I don't get wore out like I used to. I can work out a full workout routine on Tuesday, and I can get back in the gym on Wednesday, no problem. And it works. Appreciate it. Thanks. Well, that was my chest routine, guys. Thanks for joining me. Well, this is Brent with Weightlifting Simplified.